Hello people of the internet, I am back. Look, here I am. I'm going to go over some advent colouring books. Now when I was doing the live stream that I do on a Saturday, the Colour and Connect, a few weeks ago now, Audrey said, does anyone know of a advent colouring book that you can buy? And sorry, I'm just slurping my tea. I should slurp before I start, really. Anyway, I thought, oh yeah, that's a really good idea, because I know that last year, it's really dark today, by the way, and I have the lights on that my husband bought me, and they do make this on the cover. Anyway, so I looked into it, and because I know last year Joanna Bassford did a sheet with like little pictures for each of the 24 days leading up to Christmas, and I think I started it, I never finished it. I'm going to sneeze, hold on. Thank you. I'm still getting over my virusy coldy thing, whatever it was. Anyway, so I decided to look into advent colouring books for adults, and these are the ones I have discovered. Now I have a piece of paper somewhere because there are a couple that I want to talk about that I'm going to overlay images here about. So there is one by Colouring Book Cafe which I didn't buy, mainly because it looks like all the pictures are basically just big numbers, you know, with like a Christmas theme, so like a number 8 with a sweater on it, and that wasn't one that I kind of fancied the look of, but here's an image of it, as you can see on the screen. There's also another one by Sally Berry Colouring, but the pictures in that one look a little bit too I'm gonna say chunky, but you know the ones I mean, like the sort of childish, sort of more aimed at kids kind of pictures. And then there was another one which was by a company called AGK, I've never heard of them, which was a mandala one, and I quite fancied that one, but I looked, when you can do the, you know, look through the book, and it seemed like it was just mandalas, a normal mandala with a number stuck in the middle of it. So I don't know, mandala, big number 1 in the middle, next page, mandala, big number 2 in the middle, and I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just do a mandala a day leading up to Christmas. So I didn't bother purchasing those ones because I didn't like the look of them, and there didn't seem to be any reason to. So the first one that I got was this one, Advent Calendar Colouring Book, 24 numbered colouring pages, each one of Advent. Now these was all between £6 and £4. I can't remember the exact prices. I bought them before I went away on holiday, but they will be linked down below if you're interested in any of them. And I picked this one, it's by Lindsay Small, because the pictures didn't look too bad. Yes, it has got a number on it, but there's like a robin, and there's Christmas presents and an angel. It didn't look too bad. So there's a reindeer, because it's not just the number, it is an image as well. I'm going to flick through the whole book relatively quickly, just so that you can see that it's not actually my type of colouring book. I mean, I'd colour him, he looks lovely, but some of the pictures are a bit too, I don't know what the word is really, you know, this kind of face thing, and a bit too, some of them are a bit too zen doodly for me. So I quite like that one, the reef, and I quite like that one with the stars, the penguin with the zen doodly belly. Nah, he's the kind of one that I don't like, and the candle. Plate of cookies, girl ice skating, puppy in a shoe, Christmas tree, quite like that one, snowflakes maybe, stockings, quite like that one, Santa stuck down the chimney with really multicoloured boots, really zen doodly boots. Yeah, that is not one that I would enjoy colouring. And it finishes with Merry Christmas. And it says, for more pages for children and adults as well as thousands of puzzles, visit activityvillage.co.uk. It doesn't say that it's printed on Amazon paper, but pretty much feels like it is. So that's the Advent Calendar colouring book, and that one was by Lindsay Small. Now the next two are these two. Okay, and the reason why that I'm showing them together is there is a reason. But let's look at this one first, and I thought this was the one that I was going to like the most. This is the Advent colouring book for adults, and it is by Happy Jacob, supposedly, whoever he is. And the pictures aren't too bad. So it says created by Happy Jacob, copyright Happy Jacob, all right reserved, no part of this publication may be reproduced. So there's picture one. It's got a little one in the corner, which I quite like, a little subtle December one, so you kind of know it's an advent calendar. Let me just zoom you in just a tiny bit. That's probably better. The Christmas tree is a little bit zen-doodly, but some nice glittery gel pens. Looks like it would be fun. And then there is, for page 2, a stag, reindeer. And then there's this really awful mandala, which is really badly printed. It looks like it's been enlarged way too much, causing it to go really fuzzy around the edges. And it's kind of not in the same vein as the first two that we've had at all. And then number 3 is an owl, so we're back to that style again. Number 4, some poinsettia flowers and some Christmas baubles. Snowman driving a car. Another weird mandala that looks like it's been replicated from someone else's colouring book. A very weird looking dog or fox in a mandala jumper. Big snowflake. A duck surrounded by an apple wreath, or a goose, I guess it's a goose. Penguin holding presents. Another reindeer, deer, stag with presents in its antlers. A hedgehog holding presents. Another really enlarged too much with fuzzy outline mandala that looks like it's been copied from another book. This one, a floral and a bauble, again really pixelated. And then back to these ones again, these ones that look, you know, they're mandala-y, the Christmas tree on a sleigh. A snowman in a weird hat skiing. A house with Christmas trees. Another really enlarged one that's got a really fuzzy outline. The one that's on the front cover, which was the one that tempted me, well, sort of like, which was the deer jumping, but it's got that really mandala-y type body and a really busy background, and it just, you can, unless you did that background all one colour, everything would get lost in that picture. And then different style again, which is a stork holding a baby, wearing a scarf. I'm struggling to see the relevance to a Christmas there, but maybe it's a Christmas delivery. And then another blown out, too enlarged mandala. Penguin. And a penguin baby. And really not a good image at all. Another mandala. I mean, I don't mind the mandalas. They're just a bit too photocopied from somewhere, looking for my liking. A Christmas tree. And then that's it. Oh, no, there was one more. Oh, look, that was 25. It looked like there was another one. Bonus, yes! Christmas present in circles. And it says, thanks very much for purchasing this book. I hope it meets your expectations. I'd be grateful if you could leave your Amazon on feedback and include pictures of the book to help others making a purchasing decision. Okay, so that was the Advent Calendar colouring book for adults by Happy Jacob. Just having another slurp of tea. Okay, the next one is Advent Calendar for adults. It doesn't actually say colouring book on it. It says this Advent Calendar colouring book, does now, belongs to, and there's a line, test your colours here. And then here we go with December 1. Now let's just see if it says who this is made by. It says it's printed in Great Britain by Amazon. It doesn't say. Let's just have a look on the back cover. No, nothing. Okay, so we have December 1st is this Egyptian looking building, mandala type. And then, hang on a minute, we have seen him before, haven't we? So let's revert back to this copyright cannot be reproduced book and find him. There he is. So these two books have exactly the same image in them. This one is slightly smaller, this one is slightly enlarged. This has December 12 there, this one doesn't. But okay, so I'm going to keep that book to hand. Then we have a really, it looks like this, a little Russian girl. It's actually not a bad picture, it's quite a nice picture, but the details are way too small. You can see that it's been shrunk down from a larger picture. And then there's a house in trees, not 100% sure what that's got to do with Christmas. Some more of these little girls, again, they look like they've been shrunk down from a larger picture somewhere, because the little details that you'd have to colour in are way too small. Ah, we've seen him before, haven't we? Yes, it is the snowman in the car. So there's him again. There's that again, we've seen that one before already. Oh, there he is, the hedgehog with the present. We've seen him before. This Father Christmas flying over some houses with his eyes closed. Not a bad picture again. Really tiny details. Sleigh with presents. Can't remember if we've seen that one. They all start to look the same. And this one's really weird. This is a balloon with strawberries around it. So a hot air balloon with strawberries around it in a jam jar. Happy Christmas! Yes, that's him. He's the one from the very beginning of this book. There he is. Again, he's bigger in this book than he is in this book. This one has been reduced down, this one has been enlarged up, but it's exactly the same picture. A weird looking owl with mittens on string. That funny looking dog again, we've seen him already. Total change of pace here. A framed picture of a girl. Father Christmas on a moon, very mandalery, not mandalery, very zen doodly. Picture of an angel with a heart, owl in a scarf. Now if we've not seen him, we've seen his brother. Ah, the duck again, or the goose, or whatever it is. Christmas tree in a frame. This is the same Christmas tree as this one at the back here. Apart from it's been put in a frame and reduced down in size. So that's that one. There's that owl again. We definitely have seen him because he was the owl. I started marking the ones that were duplicated, but I ran out of tags, hence why they're not all marked. There's the weird snowman in the flower pot hat on the roller skates, on the skis. I think it's a cat, but it's got feathers floating around. So it's possibly a cat that's eating a bird. And he's just going to be pushing it in his mouth going, I've no idea. Christmas tree, which is the Christmas tree that I liked in the first one. It was the first picture in the other one. It was picture number 1 here again. So same picture. That's December 24th. And that's it. And it says Merry Christmas. So if you haven't got a husband, you can marry Christmas. Thank you for colouring. I hope you enjoyed. Obviously written by someone who can only speak in text. Yeah, and this, as I said, was an Amazon printed. This was also an Amazon printed, and they are basically effectively pretty much copies of each other, and the pictures have probably been taken from somewhere else. Okay, the next one that I got, I'll zoom you out a little bit for this one because this one is slightly bigger, because all the others that I've shown you up to this point have been 8.5 by 8.5. Let me just check, make sure that I'm not lying. Yes, they're all 8.5 by 8.5, and this one is your standard kind of 8.5 by 11, or sort of A4-y if you're in the UK. It's also got that matte cover rather than the shiny cover. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. This one, colour each door as you colour each day. Okay, so it's like a check-off sheet. That's quite cute, quite like that. Might zoom you in a little bit so we can see the pictures properly. Let's just see if there is an artist assigned to this one. There isn't. It just says it is printed by Amazon. Okay, let's go. Okay, now this is really weird because this actually has the same square size pages with a number 1 at the top of it. This is not looking good for what the images are. So there we go, there's 3 bells, a Christmas tree, a really weird looking reindeer, stag, a sleigh with presents on it, Father Christmas in a frame. Now this frame is very similar to the frames in the other ones, with different images in it. So I'm wondering if it's the same person. A really tinily impossible to colour picture of Father Christmas in an aeroplane. Oh, missed one. Snowy houses, a Christmas stocking, Father Christmas in a sleigh, 3 candles, 4 candles, a puppy in a box, a sleigh without Father Christmas, so he must have fallen out, Christmas present in a frame. I'm sure that's the same Christmas present that was in the bonus page in this one. Was it this one that had the bonus page? No, it was this one. It was this one that had the bonus page. Oh, yes, there it is. It's exactly the same picture, but with a shrunk down, but with a frame around it. Some stockings hanging on a washing line, a cuckoo clock, the delivering stalk Christmas baby bundle again, a reindeer, I think, can't really see what its face is, a Christmas hat, an angel, loads of little snowmen. Quite like this picture. I have seen it before. I think I have seen it in a doodly, it might even be the Arteza doodle book, can't remember. An impossible to colour because the pieces are way too small picture of 3 little angels. The same reindeer as that one, at least I think it is, or it's a very similar one. A snowman with a horrible background and a snow globe. Yay, 24. Is there 25? Yes, there is. 25. Merry Christmas. Now, to be honest, these three books to me are a cash grab for Christmas. They are cashing in on people wanting to buy an advent calendar, you know, an advent calendar colouring book. If you like those kind of pictures, obviously you only need to get one of them because they're pretty much all the same, so pick the cheapest. They're not for me, so I actually won't be keeping any of those 3. This one is the first one that I showed. It is a little bit better. The pictures are actually not something I would colour either, but it isn't, at least it isn't a copy of the others, and it has got a, you know, an artist's name in it, Lindsay Small. So out of the ones that we've seen so far, I'd probably recommend this one. But then I bought one more, which was this, and I actually bought this used, second hand. I bought it for £2.89. That included postage, and it was from you know, Amazon used thingy, and it says Advent Calendar to Colour, and it's by Usborne, which is a children's you know, colouring company. And when I first opened it, it has no pages. It is just for, I can't get it all in because it's long. You're supposed to like stand it on your mantelpiece kind of thing. So it's just 4 really hard cardboard, you know, things. This is quite cute. I would colour this with glitter gel pens, so I would with this. And when I first opened it, I thought, oh, okay, well, there's nothing special about that. It's just a, you know, cardboard picture kind of thing. I mean, it's quite cute. It's got little mouses walking at the bottom. There's a little bit sort of like Christmas mouse. Some bits were already coloured in, that as in they was printed coloured, not some child has already coloured in it. And I was like, oh, this is not. And then I realised these are all little doors, and inside each little door you colour inside the little door as well. So it is a proper advent calendar, you know, like that you open the doors. And so I'm keeping this one. This is the one that I am gonna do. I'm actually going to have it displayed on my shelf in the room, and I will colour it over the Christmas season. I'll open the little doors, and I just think this is actually, I mean, I don't know how much the full price is for in the new price. It wasn't expensive, it was £6 or something like that. I just bought a second-hand one because I didn't know what it was going to be like, and it was, you know, used, good condition, better than it going into a landfill. And this is just really cute. I'm really, really happy that I got this one. So this is the one that I'm keeping. Hopefully you've seen one that you might like to colour for Advent. Oh yeah, £5.99 is its full retail price, and this was published in, made in London. Yes, Saffron Hill, around the corner from where I used to work. It was made in 2011. It's quite an old one. So yeah, way before adult colouring was a a real thing. Anyway, I hope that was useful, and that watching this you may have found an advent calendar colouring book that you would like to purchase. So take care everyone, and Merry Christmas!